Rada's no-nonsense hits, only on Vitalize Radio, the voice of Torvain.
Today I'm joined by Iori Haugen, who is the choir leader of Only Boys Aloud. Iori, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been brilliant.
Oh, great. And how are you today?
Feeling good. It's snowing outside. I've just been for a lovely walk, and it's a bit cold, but it's been great. I love the snow.
Oh, great. Yeah, we all love a bit of snow. So why was Only Boys Aloud formed then?
So it was formed back in 2010 by Tim Rees-Evans, and it was actually formed for just a one-off project. To bring boys together to sing for the National Eisteddfod, and it was essentially a pilot project, but it went really well, and they brought about 150 boys together, and we performed at the National Eisteddfod. It went down like a storm, and so it just sort of carried on, and we kept getting offered performances and opportunities, and so the organisers, Tim Rees-Evans, was just like, well, we just need to carry this on. It's brilliant.
I think we've all seen the BGT clip of Only Boys Aloud singing at Britain's Got Talent, and that was amazing. So how does the choir work? Do you bring together different regions of the choirs together for performances?
Yeah, absolutely. So it started off as, like I said, like with the one project, and then we got interest, and then we had some financial support from the Principality Building Society, and what they did was they set up a regional choirs, and originally it was all based in South Wales and mostly in the valleys actually. So we had 10 choirs all across South Wales, from Crosshands to Treorchy to Cardiff. And how it worked was we had choir leaders that would come they were called team captains back in the day. And they would, every week, we'd have a 2-hour rehearsal with those team captains. And then maybe sort of once a month or once every 2 months, we'd get together the whole choir. So everyone from all of these regional choirs together would come along for a full rehearsal. And we would bust around the country. And, that was... It was a really exciting time, and actually, I was part of it. I was one of the boys back in the day, and I was very lucky to be a part of Britain's Got Talent, and that was a whirlwind of a time. It was an incredible opportunity and experience.
Oh, I bet it was. I think many people would pay to go on Britain's Got Talent, but just seeing it was amazing. Just seeing the talent that we have in Wales as well. It's only recently we did a Welsh special for the radio, and you get surprised at how many people actually are from Wales, the good singers, and it's like, I can't believe that. And the keeping that tradition of choirs as well, because we have a lot of men's choirs around, and it's lovely to keep that tradition.
Well, yeah, and no, I'm glad you said that, because that was one of the key priorities that came out of the original project, was that male voice choir is a big tradition in Wales, and we are known as the land of song. And so we wanted, originally the Boys Aloud were formed to try and reinvigorate the tradition of male voice choirs, and start them young, really, so that they continue to become part of choirs. And there's been a lot of boys now that have come through in the last 13 years. And so I'm hoping that they've gone on to perform and sing in choirs, community choirs, or whether they be professionals or not.
So how often do the choirs perform then?
So it varies. We try and get together for a big concert, maybe 2 to 3 times a year, for an annual concert or something. Often we have little performances regionally as different choirs. And we also now have a North Wales contingent, so we are now sort of pan Wales, and so we try and get everyone together for all of those concerts. As you can imagine, there's a lot of logistics involved.
Yes.
But we do a lot of cool little random TV gigs, or little performances in the communities, or big performances in St David's Hall. It's very varied.
Yeah. What's the biggest concert performed by Only Boys Aloud?
Ooh, well, I think if you're looking at the biggest place we performed, I think that would probably have to be the Principality Stadium. We've performed there a number of times, and it has been an incredible experience every time. I guess the biggest time was when we performed as part of the Ryder Cup. This is way back in 2010, I think, or 2011.
Oh, wow.
And that, so we performed in front of, I think half of the stadium, so maybe 40,000 people or something. And it was broadcast worldwide on Sky. So we had a huge amount of viewing figures. But also we've had opportunities. We've been on X Factor as well. So in the semi-finals, and that was a big performance. So lots of viewing figures. And more recently, like I said, we've done venues such as St David's Hall and venues like that. So we do get around. We get a lot of opportunities.
Oh, that sounds great. And it's an amazing thing to be part of, to get all those opportunities, especially if you're a young person that may not get those opportunities down in the valleys. So what countries have the choir visited?
We have an academy choir. So this is a smaller choir, which is made up of auditioned members of Only Boys Aloud, and once a year we hold a residency week for those boys, and that's been brilliant. And as part of that, some of those boys have been to France a few times. They've been to Belgium. Recently, we've just come back. We didn't take the boys, but a few of the choir leaders were out in Japan representing Only Boys Aloud, and we are very much hoping to take as many boys as we can to Japan over the next few years. And also the Aloud charity is wider. We've got Only Kids Aloud, and we've got Only Girls Aloud. Only Kids Aloud have been to South Africa, and obviously we've been in England because that is abroad.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've been a number of different places. Been amazing opportunities.
Oh, wow, that sounds very exciting. What makes the choir different from others if someone wanted to join?
I think what's great is that you're part of a community of younger people, so people your peers, your age, people who are interested in the same things, but also people who are interested in completely different things. So it's very vibrant. It's a lot of fun. So we lead with having fun. That's the whole point. So it's not dry. We don't sing boring songs. We sing a lot of sort of pop inspired songs, but maybe a bit of traditional Welsh songs in there, for good measure. But yeah, so it's all about having fun in rehearsal, making a really good sound, and working together, but also having amazing opportunities. Yeah, so that's what we're all about. We just want people to have a good time.
Yeah, that is the main thing, having fun. And if you can do it with your peers as well, that's even better. The main reason why you've come on the show today, not only to promote Boys Aloud, Only Boys Aloud, but also you've got a new base in Cwmbran, haven't you?
Absolutely, yeah. So some of your listeners may know that we used to have a choir in Cwmbran, and sadly we were hit by the pandemic a little bit in that area, and we had to sort of postpone opening it after the pandemic for a little bit. But we've now found a new base, so it's in Cwmbran in Upper Cwmbran, and it's the place that is held by Able Radio. And we've launched a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago or so. And we are on Monday nights between 6:30 and 8:30. And we are trying to get as many boys there as possible. It'd be great to really pick up that choir. It used to be one of the largest choirs. And so we're really hoping that we can drive those numbers up. We've got two great choir leaders who work there every Monday, who are lots of fun. And yeah, it'd be great to see if anyone's listening that either has a son or if you are between 11 and 19 years old and you'd like to join, that would be great.
So what made you want to come back to Cwmbran? But is there lots of talent in Cwmbran, or is it just to give more opportunities to people?
A bit of both, really. Of course, there's lots of talent in Cwmbran. Like I said, we were there before, and it was one of the biggest choirs, one of the largest vibrant choirs, and we want to get that back, really. It also serves as a really good place for a lot of our choirs are based in the valleys and South Wales as well as North, but Cwmbran sort of is our east patch basically. So it covers Cwmbran, a bit of Newport, a bit of Caerleon as well. So it's all of that patch, and there's a lot of boys there who I'm sure are interested in singing or interested in performing or meeting lots of mates and having a good time. So, that's what we want to do. We want to encourage that and try and remind people that we are the land of song, and what best way to do that than running choirs.
Yes, of course. So for those more maybe shy members, is it compulsory for choir members to participate in performances? Or can they just attend rehearsals just for a bit of fun?
It's a really good question, actually. So, firstly, we have no auditions. So there's no voice test. There's no anything that we'll never put you on the spot if you are shy or don't want to. Having said that, there are opportunities for those who want to shine and sing solos and in concerts, and have many opportunities if they want to. And we don't require any performances at all from any members. So if they just want to come along to rehearsals, that's absolutely fine. We would love to encourage you perhaps to sing, because that certainly for me as a former boy, if you will, those were some of the best memories. So I would encourage anyone to give it a go, but yeah, we do not put any pressure on anyone.
Oh, that is great. Our final question then, how can people get involved with Only Boys Aloud if they wanted to join?
Okay, so the best way is to email obasouth@thealoudcharity.com. Or they can go on the website, aloud.cymru, and there's more information there about the choirs and what we do. There's also information about Only Girls Aloud, Only Kids Aloud, and other stuff that the charity does.
Great. Iori, thank you for a great interview. It's been lovely chatting with you today. So don't forget, you can join Only Boys Aloud in Cwmbran, Upper Cwmbran, every Monday night, 6:30 till 8:30 p.m. That's for ages 11 to 19, year 7 and above. You can get involved via aloud.cymru or contact obasouth@thealoudcharity.com. Iori, thank you so much for a great interview.
Thank you very much for having us. It's been great.
No problem. It's been great. Thank you very much.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bradda's no nonsense hits.